Have you ever wondered about the hidden stories that people carry with them? The secrets that they hold close, too scared to reveal even to those they love most? What if one of those stories, hidden for decades, could change everything you thought you knew about your family? Today, I'm going to share the story of my grandma, a woman who carried a secret so dark and mysterious that it wasn't even revealed until after her death. A secret that shook the foundation of everything we thought we understood about her, about family, and about the truth. As a child, I remember her well. Grandma sitting in the same corner of the living room, wrapped in a blanket of silence. She was always there, watching over us, but she never truly spoke. There was something in her gaze, something distant. At the time, I never thought to ask why she was so quiet, why she seemed so alone in a room full of people. It wasn't until after her death that the truth started to unravel. One day, a letter arrived at our doorstep from a woman we had never met. It was postmarked from a small town miles away, and it was addressed to us, the family she'd left behind. The letter was from one of her daughters, a daughter none of us had ever known existed. As we read the letter, the truth came crashing down. Grandma had a family before ours, 3 daughters that we never knew about. And she had run away from an abusive husband, someone she had never spoken of. This man was a shadow in our lives, someone we didn't even realize existed. How could she have kept this from us for so long? The shock didn't end with the letter. As we learned more about the past, we found out that Grandma's escape wasn't as clean as we had imagined. She hadn't simply walked away from her old life, she had left behind scars, wounds too deep to heal. Her daughters, whom we now discovered, had been raised in fear, abandoned by the woman who was supposed to protect them. And what was worse? It turns out that she had been hiding something far darker, a secret so harrowing that it was buried under layers of silence. In the letter, the truth emerged in fragments. The most shocking? The abuse wasn't just physical, it was psychological, emotional, and perhaps worst of all, the person was someone we never would have guessed. It turns out, the man who Grandma had escaped from wasn't just her husband. He was also connected to a much darker network of crime. And Grandma, the woman who seemed so quiet, had witnessed horrors that no one should ever endure. But here's the twist. The most mind-blowing part of all? The letter wasn't the first time we had received a message from her daughter. Weeks earlier, another letter had arrived, and we ignored it, thinking it was junk. The first message, the real one, had been hidden in plain sight all along, and when we finally listened, we found out that Grandma was never truly alone in the end. It's a reminder that we often don't know the whole story. The truth can stay hidden for decades, but it will eventually come to light. Sometimes we only uncover the past when we least expect it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will change the way you see the world.